Hey, yo, what's the deal? It's your boy Jack Frost, the Beard Gang General, and you watching B Shine. The first thing that comes to mind as far as inspirational hip hop for me is Lady B. Lady B was was the first female DJ from Philly and the first female MC from Philly. She's about my mom's age, and she always was fly. Like, so you got to understand, I was into hip hop when I was like 6 or 7. I'm 41 now, so she's old enough to be my mom. Yeah, but shout out to Lady B. Lady B had the first hip hop show in Philly that was on WHAT AM. And then eventually she came over to WDAS FM, and then she had Street Beat on Sundays on Power 99. She started the hip hop show in Philly. She was the first one before it went to FM. When she was on AM, she had DJs battling, sending in tapes, MCs battling, sending in tapes. Like, you know, people will call up and say, yo, such and such one. So it was like a lot of those dudes I knew and I looked up to I was a kid though. So it was Lady B. It was the first time one of my old heads with a boombox let me hear the Fat Boys stick 'em, and I couldn't believe that the beat was made with somebody's mouth. That was like crazy for me. So actually, I used to be a beatbox before I rapped. I used to do the beatbox with my mouth, and yeah, that was crazy. And Beat Street, Wild Style, and the Wynn Plaza. The Wynn Plaza was right up the street for me, and that's where the Fresh Prince and Marvelous Marv, that was Cash Money's MC. Cash Money, Jazzy Jeff, all of the top DJs, MCs, known and unknown, they battled there, they hung out there, they came. Hip-hop was kind of birthed. In West Philly, it was 2 spots. It was the Wynn Plaza and it was the YMCA on 52nd Street. I lived down the street from the Wynn, so I used to carry crates for DJs just to try to be a part of it. Like, my mom would have never wanted me to be around that shit, because it was like drugs out in the open everywhere. It was, you know what I'm saying, always fights and shit. But hip-hop was like something that I always wanted to do. Tila Rock, It's Yours, inspired me. But when I heard LL, I Need a Beat, that took hold of me. And then when I heard radio felt like he was talking to me, because when I got on punishment, I could still watch TV. I couldn't listen to my radio. So, and every year I had and boom boxes. I carried a boom box. So every year for a birthday or something, my boom box got bigger and bigger for my grandmom or my mom or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So those are 3 things. LL Cool J, the Fat Boys, Tila Rock, the Wynn Plaza, Lady B, and boom boxes, breakdancing. For my birthday, I remember I got LL Cool J's first album, Radio. And I remember how much I liked You'll Rock better than every other song on the tape. It was, to me, You'll Rock was better than Radio. I Can't Live Without My Radio. It was better than Rock the Bells. Don't get me wrong, all of them joints was crazy, but You'll Rock was like that joint that it was a hidden gem to me. You know what I'm saying? And it just was like the cuts on it, the 808s that was used on it, the hard guitar sounds, like it just made me want to be like him lyrically. So LL is still my favorite rapper. Talent shows in high school, it came to a point where they made money off of me being in a talent show. And I'm gonna tell you something ill about my senior year talent show. Vidal from Dre and Vidal is infamous for, I don't know, he got maybe like 40 million sold between Dre and Vidal. He produced for like Usher. He did the Michael Jackson Butterfly remix. So like me and Vidal went to high school. We went to Overbrook together. He played the drums for me in the talent show. So he went on to be a multi-million platinum producer. I went on to be what I am now. I don't know. A dope MC, I guess. And stuff like that, the talent shows. The Bobby Dance is a promoter from Philly. He used to bring on the rappers in the 80s and the 90s. And he had a Super Sunday, No School Monday, where you bring a canned good on a Sunday. And whenever it was no school on Monday, you get a discount If you bring a can good, the first time I rapped at one of his joints, like 1,500 people, and seeing this is what pushed me over, is that the response I got from over 1,000 people who I didn't know. I was used to getting that response in high school. I was known in school. Motherfuckers used to come from everywhere to battle me when I was in school. So it was like, it kind of was like a bias there. Like, I built a fan base in school, but when I did it for other people and they cheered me on, that's how I knew. I was like, maybe I could be a rapper, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to play football. I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to do a lot of shit, but the hip hop shit just kept getting easier and easier and kept creeping in. And once I got into the streets and, I connected with dudes who didn't mind helping me out and giving me money and teaching me how to do different things in the streets. And we took our money and put it into studio time and stuff like that, and disc makers and putting out tapes and mom and pop record stores and, like taking control of the local station of Power 99 when it was still based on quality music, nothing else, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Colby Kolb, Radioactive, kept my name alive. Colby Kolb is really responsible for keeping my name alive in a few different ways as far as Philly radio goes. My mom worked a lot, so it was like I ain't gonna lie to you, I really wasn't pushed towards college. My mom was just like, get good grades and do something with yourself. Like, you know what I mean? So for me, it would have been dope to them if I went to college, but they knew how much I loved music, and they didn't understand it. Like, they didn't know how serious it was until I put my first record out in '93. But by then I was grown. I was 19. So then they started seeing the effects of it. And they supported me. Like my mom came to shows that got shot up and shit like that. Like my mom and my grandma would go with me, when I performed at different little talent shows and stuff. And, like I was out of my area, like, and, fights to start, Philly, Philly is a bang bang shoot 'em up city. So it really, like, I was raised in a house full of guns. So for shots to go off, that really wasn't uncommon. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so, my grandma and my mom was like ducking under the table. But they supported me. My first production deal was with the Hilltop Hustlers, LG the Teacher. My grandma gave me the money for my first entertainment lawyer. And then I went to the streets and scraped up the rest. I couldn't tell her how I was doing it, but, I just told her I needed half, and she gave me half. So her thing was, you can't sign nothing without a contract. Meeting DJ Premier, him actually wanting to work with me as an artist, performing, actually closing out the Roots Picnic with Black Thought, me, Black Thought, and Freeway. I think might have been 20,000 people. And we went on after Rakim. Rakim was and if you're an MC, you understand how important it means to go last. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I closed out after Rakim to share the stage with Rakim and the Roots, and then me and Freeway shut it down. Like, it was like, Black Thought just like, come on. And we just come out and we just start spitting. And then to have that many people that I'm not really into I'm not really into myself as an MC. Like, I automatically assume people don't know who I am. So to me, that keeps me from assuming people know who I am, and then I look like an asshole when people don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So when I came out, and when Black Thought bought me out, Black Thought said, "Oh, we got Beard Gang in the building," and he bought me out. First Freeway went out, and he started spitting, and then Thought waved me out, and when he waved me out, it was an extra chair, and I was like, "Damn, this is dope." Like, and it was completely wasn't planned or nothing. Thought does shit like that. If his favorite rappers is there and he want to start jamming, he'll just start pointing, you, come on, let's do it. Like, you know what I mean? He's been doing that for years, and we've done it for a lot of times, but that was the biggest crowd I ever did it in front of. Just being able to express myself and being able to, I'm at a point in my life where I do okay financially. I'm not rich, but I do okay. Like, I scrape and grind every day. But I'm not chasing. I said that to say I'm not chasing a record deal. I'm not chasing a hit single. Like, so I got my own studio. I record whenever I want. And the best part about being an artist now is that I don't need anybody to promote the records, I could do it myself. You know, the technology and everything. And really, honestly, the fact that I could just say what I want. And my core group of people, they'll get it. You know what I mean? So for me right now, it's like I'm not looking for that big club hit. I don't make club music. I don't give a fuck about club music. I hang out in the clubs. I do the fly shit, but I don't expect to even hear my records in the club unless the DJ is just showing respect because I'm near. So I'm saying I'm comfortable right now. I feel good. Like I'm not trying too hard. Like whatever I want to rap about, I just rap about it. And that's really, to me, what The Beard Awakens was. It was just like me honestly rapping from here and just saying what I didn't care. I didn't care what nobody thought about this shit. When I sent it to Skiz and I sent it to Primo, Primo called me after he got out the gym and he was like, yo, this is the most complete project that I've heard in a long time. And that meant a lot to me, number one, because it was premiere. Number two, because I really didn't give a fuck if people liked it or not. I was just making some shit that felt good to me. And if you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, oh well, this is what I was doing. I just want people to be able to learn from me. Like I learned from Sean P. I learned a lot from him. And what I learned from him showed up on this CD is that you don't have to rap forever. You don't have to rap 1,000,000 bars to get your point across. Most times you don't even need a fucking hook right now. All you got to do is just say some shit that people could remember and get it off your chest in a good way and make your kind of music. You know what I mean? So I want to be remembered for having my own voice and my own sound.